Have you ever wondered where your consciousness goes when you sleep? Does it simply shut down, or does it travel to realms beyond our understanding? Imagine this. You close your eyes at night, and for hours, you exist in a world beyond your control. You see dreams. You feel emotions. Sometimes you even wake up with a sense of déjà vu. But what if I told you that your consciousness doesn't just rest when you sleep? It transcends into different planes of reality. This concept isn't just mystical talk. Even modern neuroscience and quantum physics hint at the possibility of alternate dimensions of consciousness. But long before science even tried to answer this, Gautama Buddha had already explored these truths through deep meditation and enlightenment. In today's video, we'll uncover Buddha's teachings on consciousness, sleep, and how we can harness this mysterious force to unlock hidden powers within ourselves. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand your consciousness better, but also learn how to make yourself so valuable that your haters, enemies, and competitors regret ever doubting you. Buddha's wisdom on sleep and consciousness. One of the greatest lessons Buddha taught about the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This means that even when you are asleep, your mind continues to create, explore, and influence your reality. In deep meditation, Buddha realized that sleep is not just a state of rest, but a gateway to the deeper dimensions of consciousness. Buddha's practice of mindfulness was not just about being aware when awake. It extended to awareness in sleep and even beyond death. Ancient Buddhist monks trained themselves to stay aware even in deep sleep, a state known as lucid dreaming in modern science. They believed that our subconscious mind is constantly receiving information from the universe, and those who can tap into it gain unparalleled wisdom and self-mastery. But here's the question. How does this help you in your everyday life? If you learn to harness your consciousness, you can cultivate a mindset that makes you untouchable. You become a person of immense value, so much so that losing you becomes a nightmare for others. The secrets to making yourself irreplaceable. Most people live life passively. They let their circumstances define them rather than taking control of their own destiny. Buddha's teachings tell us that true wealth is not in money, but in self-awareness, influence, and control over one's mind. To increase your value, you must cultivate the following traits. 1. The power of self-control. When you master your mind, you become unpredictable and powerful. Haters, enemies, and competitors expect you to react emotionally, but if you control your responses, they lose their power over you. As Buddha said, rule your mind, or it will rule you. 2. The art of emotional intelligence. Emotions are the biggest weapon in human interactions. If you can understand your emotions and others as well, you can control situations effortlessly. Buddha taught, silence and smile are two powerful tools. Smile is the way to solve many problems, and silence is the way to avoid many problems. 3. The magnetic personality people are naturally drawn to those who have high energy, confidence, and a calm mind. Have you ever noticed how successful people radiate a unique aura? It's because they have learned to channel their consciousness to be completely present and self-assured. How your consciousness can turn your haters into admirers. Many of us have faced criticism, backstabbing, and negativity. But here's the truth. If people talk about you, it means you're important enough to be noticed. Instead of reacting, use Buddha's wisdom. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This doesn't mean you allow others to walk over you. Instead, you transform their negativity into an opportunity. Here's how. Rise above small conflicts. The more you engage in unnecessary fights, the more energy you waste. Learn to observe without reacting. Becoming a silent winner. The greatest revenge is massive success. Your enemies expect you to fail, but when you keep rising, they regret ever doubting you. Create an aura of influence. The best way to prove your value is to become so good at what you do that people fear losing you. Consciousness, influence, and the path to enlightenment. Buddha taught that the ultimate goal of human life is not wealth or fame, but enlightenment. But here's the interesting part. When you master your consciousness, everything else follows. If you want to make people respect you, regret losing you, or fear going against you, master yourself first. The final lesson from Buddha. Before we end, let's reflect on one of Buddha's most powerful lessons. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. This means that you have the power to shape your life. Your consciousness is not just limited to your waking state. It is constantly creating your reality, even when you sleep. So, the question is, are you ready to harness it? Transform your life with Buddha's wisdom. To recap, we learned consciousness is not just limited to wakefulness. It extends beyond sleep. Buddha's teachings help us harness our inner power. Self-mastery makes you an irreplaceable force. Turning hate into admiration is an art of patience and success. True wealth lies in influence, wisdom, and inner strength. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and comment below. What was your biggest takeaway from Buddha's wisdom today? Also, don't forget to subscribe for more deep insights that can transform your life.